While I have you here, I might as well talk about this little situation that happened when I was at work / at the bar. So basically, here's the rundown. So I work with this guy named Dennis, and he said some crazy shit at work. So basically, we have this hostess at the restaurant, and I'm not gonna lie, she's got a fat ass. She's pushing a crazy wagon. I would crease her yams if the possibility arose. She's bad. She's got a nice parabola of her ass. Her body goes like this, and then her ass goes like that, and then it goes into her back. I mean, it's beautiful. She's one of God's favorites, I guess. So she's got a big rump, all right? That's the end of that. So I'm chilling by the POS station, right? Basically what the POS station is in a restaurant, you have a place where you put orders in. So, like, for example, you would be like, this jerk-off wants a medium rare ribeye. This fucko wants a rare New York strip because he's a freakazoid. That fucko wants mashed potatoes as an entree because he had no father when he was growing up. Shit like that. So you're putting in your orders that these random motherfuckers you're serving are getting. And there's this one POS that's kind of in the middle of the restaurant where you can oversee your tables and see if anyone needs anything at the tables that you have. So that's where all the servers hang out. And, we engage in a little bit of work jargon and we talk to each other when we're not that busy, right? So the conversation of this host's ass gets brought up and how theoretically fat it is. And everyone's talking about how they would want to, FUCK her and have elope with her and have intercourse with her and all that. And I'm keeping my mouth shut because I'm a married man. I got a girlfriend, and I don't talk about any woman that's not my mother or my girlfriend because I'm a respectful young adult. So they're talking, the casual workhouse weirdo pervy talk, like I'd want to fuck her. She's got a nice ass, blah, 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 blah. And then we got this one guy that works with us named Dennis. He's this Greek guy. And, we fuck with him. He's cool. He's about 40 years old. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, he goes, "Oh, I'd suck a faht out of that ass." And then he puts his hands to his mouth in a cupped motion and goes and pretends to suck in a fart. Now, that's a little bit odd. The whole vibe was changed. Everyone went quiet. And then he, chuckled a little bit and walked off. And everyone was quiet and then pondering about it after that. And now, I've never in my life heard some shit like that. It was pretty insane that he would outwardly say that to coworkers that he knows, but it's not like we're boys. It's not like, even with my friends, if I had a fetish where I was sucking farts out of people's asses, bro, I would not be letting people know about it or even joking about it. And that's just me. So for the rest of the shift, my coworkers and I were slightly stunned that Dennis said that, and we were looking at him different after that, and we still look at him different because of that to this day. Because what freak show out of the blue to his coworker says, "I'd suck a fart out of that ass," about a girl that works there with us? That's just a little bit odd. So, after that shift, we went to the bar. I slammed a few fucking beers. I had a little fucking whiskey sour, maybe a little fucking old fashioned because I'm a fucking gentleman. And we're talking about the situation that happened at work with Dennis where he said he'd suck a fart out of the girl's ass. I don't know about you guys, but me and everyone I associate with does not suck farts out of asses. That's just not how we get down. We were talking about it and we were making jokes and it the conversation kind of devolved into us thinking that Dennis probably most likely likes to get shit on. He probably likes when girls shit on his chest. Because once you're sucking farts, right? What's the next step? And Dennis is 40 years old, so he's definitely breached the fart to shit on chest gap, in my opinion. So I think that at this point, Dennis is probably getting his chest shit on by whatever shorty he pleases, to be honest. And it's kind of gross, but they were making jokes about that, right? And I made, I like to venture into dangerous jokes sometimes, even knowing that there's a 50% chance that they're not going to get a laugh or agreement, right? So basically, there's a certain genre of joke that can be made. It's a pretty risky joke to make because you'll see why. So when someone is saying something and it's so outrageous and you kind of make a joke agreeing with what the person accused did, the way this joke works is making yourself the weirdo in the situation. So for example, they were all talking about how Dennis likes to get his chest shit on. They were all saying how weird it is, like, have the kink of getting pissed on and shit on. And I was a few beers deep. I had a few fucking Miller Lights in my system. I had also smoked a big one while I was on the way to the bar that we were talking about getting your chest shit on and getting pissed on at. So I was crossed a little bit. I was a little bit high, a little bit drunk. We got to keep it on the down low, theoretically. So I was willing to make whatever jokes, and I didn't really have any social awareness at the time. So the joke that I made that was a very risky joke was, they were saying, "Oh, Dennis probably likes to get his chest shit on. He probably likes to get pissed on, golden shower." And this was the joke I made. I was like, "Oh yeah, dude, it's totally fucking so weird to get your chest shit on. It's so weird to get pissed on, bro. It's so weird. Who would want to get their chest shit on, bro? That's so weird." Basically, overcompensating and making it seem like I'm the type of person that wants to get their chest shit on. So they'll be like, someone will be like, "Oh, Dennis probably likes to get his chest shit on," and I'd be like, "Oh, dude, that's totally fucking weird. Who the hell would ever like to get their chest shit on, bro? That's so weird." Just making yourself seem like you're the kind of guy that wants to get their chest shit on. But the joke didn't land. No one laughed, and people probably thought that I was for real and that I too like to get my chest shit on. So that's what happens. You make jokes, you shoot. I mean, to be honest, when I make jokes, I shoot 30% from the fucking 3-point line. It's rough, but that's just what it is. So when you're trying to make a joke like that, you got to be careful and you got to be willing to accept the fact that it's probably going to turn out bad for you. If you act like you like to get your chest shit on as a joke, people probably aren't going to take it as a joke. So that's really that in a nutshell. So that's a sad story that happened to me. To sum it up, Dennis wants to suck a fart out of the host ass. She has a crazy wagon that she's pushing. Anyone would like to crease those yams. They were talking about how Dennis wants to get shit on because that's the next step from sucking farts. I made the joke about liking to get shit on. Nobody laughed. I'm a fucking weirdo in everyone's mind. So that's the whole story. I'll catch you guys.